Okay, so here's the video for the second page that we did. This shouldn't take very long. So again, the idea is when we're solving, whether we're going to be solving exponents or logs, is do we have a constant? So in this problem, we don't have a constant. So my goal is to get the basis to be the same. In order for the basis to be the same, what I just need to remember is that negative exponents make fractions. So if I just ignore the fraction, then it's just 2 to the first power. So the only thing that turned it so that the 2's in the bottom was that it was a negative first power. So that is technically 1/2, and then I still have that as an x squared. And then here's the other side. And now that the bases are the same, you can ignore those bases. I'm going to go ahead and multiply those. And now I need to solve for x. Since there's more than one type of x, I'm going to want to factor, and it's better to have my leading term when I factor be positive. So I'm going to add this to the other side, and now I'm going to be looking for factors of 32 that get me to 12, and that will be 8 and 4. And then I can make my parentheses, and then when I'm done, I ask what makes them 0, and my two answers are -8 and -4. Alright, so the next problem, same idea, as I want to get the bases to be the same. So I'm going to assume that 7 is a common base, and if I use my exponent page, or I guess a calculator here, I'll see that 7 does. To get to 343, I just need 7 to the third power. So that's 343, and now it's 343 to the x plus 5 power. And now that those bases are the same, I can ignore them. I can focus on the exponents. Again, I'm going to go ahead and just distribute that before I bring it down. And now I have one type of x. These are both x to the first powers. So what I'm going to do is solve for x by getting x by itself. So I'm going to subtract 3 over, and when I do that, I get a -1x. And now to get x by itself, just divide by -1 or multiply by -1, but there's my answer. X is -15. Alright, next set of problems. My goal is to, again, solve for x. These have a constant, or this problem has a constant, either of these. So my goal is to get it so it's just the base, which is e, and my exponent by itself. So first, I'll be moving the 4 and the 8. I'm going to add 8. So when I add 8, that turns it into 2. Then I'm going to move 4. I'm going to divide by 4, and so when I'm done with that, I get a half. And I'll just write that as a decimal. And now I'm ready to loop. It loops into a log. So log e, which again is just ln of 0.5 equals 3x. And then I can go to my calculator and type in the natural log of a half, and I get this. I'm going to go 3 decimals. And now to get x by itself, I'm just going to divide by that 3, and when I'm done, here's my answer. And the last problem. Again, there's a constant, the 4 or the 14, so I need to loop it. So I just need this base and exponent, so I'm just going to add the 4 real quick and get 18. And now I'm going to loop it. So it goes log 7 of 18 equals the 2x minus 3. And again, some of you at this point can just type that in using the math button on your calculator. The rest of us, we're going to have to do this the long way. So when you type it in, and so again, just so you can see what that looks like. Looks like that. And I get 1.485. So 1.485. And now to get x by itself, I'm going to add 3 to that, which gives me this. And then I'm going to divide by 2. So once I do that, I get about, rounding 3 decimals, 2.243. Oops. And that's it. That's the second video.